Welcome back, SeniorsFit family. It's time to cool down. We need to get that breathing, balancing, and stretching in. Go ahead and have a seat. Good. Let's open our legs. All right. Now we're hinging at the hips. I want you to lean forward. Good. When you do that, make sure you keep your head up. I like to say because I want to see your eyes and smiles, but you get to see mine. Good. I want you to bring it up. Now I want you to focus on your right shoulder down, leaning into it. You're now using your forearm against your right leg on the inside to kind of help you down a little bit. Good. Listen to your hips. Bring it up. All right. Same thing on the opposite side. Leaning into it. Good. You're opening up. Good. All right. Bring it up. Roll your shoulders back and walk your feet in. Good. Kick your leg out. I'm going to turn myself to the side because some people will not know what I'm doing. So we're going to get it more clear for visual sake. Good. Go ahead and kick your leg out. Shoulders up, back, and down. Soften your knees. Point your toes up. Hands facing each other. Now I want you to reach up and walk or climb. You're not going to walk a rope. You're going to climb it. Walk your feet up. Your hands up. Good. Reach either side. Good. To the other. All right. Now what I want you to do is bring your left arm down and rest it. I want you to reach out on the right. Good. Touch your toes. If you'd like. However, I want you to soften up that knee, right? It shouldn't be hyperextended. It should be soft. Good. Keep your head up. Nice, easy stretch on the lower back, too. Good. Now bring it up. All right. Now what I want you to do is I want you to bring your hands together underneath your thigh. Good. Now, if you relax completely, you're holding on to a very heavy leg. So your upper body strength is going to be challenged. So what I want you to do is now I just want you to kind of rotate your leg like a circle. Good. Using your upper body strength. Try to relax that leg as much as you can. I want you to roll it the opposite way. All right. Now I want you to pull that leg back. So now you're still holding it underneath. I just want you to draw it closer to you. Some people are able to do it this way. So you're now reaching outside of your shin. Okay? If you're doing that, you're bringing it even closer. You don't have to. Good. Now I want you to point down. Really good. Point up like you mean it. I want you to point down and point up. Good. Point down and point up. But now let's roll our ankles. Good. Roll. And the other direction like you mean it. Good. I'm going to put my foot down. I want you to go ahead and kick it out on the other side. So we're doing the exact same thing. And excuse me for a moment. That's pretty loud. We're going to turn it off. So I have music in the background. And like I was sharing with you guys, we need to be aware of that. So you're hearing me and the music's not overtaking me. Same thing we go through in class. But I want you to go ahead and kick out the other leg. So we're working on the same thing. Just remember to soften that knee, right? Don't hyperextend it. Good. All right. Point your toes up. Roll your shoulders. Good. Now you're sitting up straight. Hands together facing each other. But now you're going to reach up and climb that rope a little bit higher. Good. Hopefully to the ceiling if you can get there. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Bring it down. Good. Now you're down on the right, out on the left. I want you to go ahead and try to reach that toe. It's fine if you can't. Remember, our goal is just to reach forward. Okay, so if you want to touch, you can. Make sure that knee's nice and soft. Back of your leg feels comfortable. Getting a nice, easy stretch on the back of your leg, on your lower back. Good. Bring it up. All right, again. Now up underneath. Same thing. Good. You're going to relax. You're using that upper body strength. Your leg is nice and relaxed. Roll. Good. rolling it. All right, now that I've done side instruction, I'm going to stop here and move myself to the front. Now you're going to stop and roll it the other direction. I'm coming in this way. Now that you have a better understanding, or whoever's watching does, good, and you're rolling it. Good. Now, excuse me, bring it back. Good. Now you're drawing it really close or closer, okay? When you do this, listen to your knees. I want you to point down like you mean it and point up. Good. Trying to check on those muscles or stretch them, crossing that knee. Good. Bring it up. Point down again. Really good. Bring it up. I believe we did that 3 times. Let's go ahead and roll. Good. Stop in the middle and roll the other way. Good. Go ahead and relax. Kick your legs out. Man, nice crack. Bonus. All right. Go ahead and make sure that you're close enough to the front of your chair that you're comfortable. The chair's not going to lean in, right? You're nice and stable. Go ahead and kick that right leg out. Soften your knees. Point your toes up. Good. Brace yourself right here on your hip because now I want you to reach up on the left. Okay? Now you're going to point towards your toes. The goal is to kind of get up under that shoulder blade. So go ahead and reach towards your toes. Good. Bring it back up. All right, now we're going to switch. Same thing, opposite side. Bring it out. Soften your knees. Point your toes up. Bring it up. Good. Now point towards your toes. Good. Woo, bring it up. Nice job. All right, kick it out. All right. I want you to go ahead and turn to the right side of your chair. Okay, so now you're headed toward the side of your chair. You're focused on the side of your chair, whatever that looks like for you. You might be looking at a wall, looking out a window. Whatever that looks like, you're facing the side of your chair. So you can actually drop your leg. Good. So right now I'm dropping my left leg, should be, because now I can hold on to the back of my chair, right? Good. Here's what I want you to do first. Put your hands on your front thigh. I want you to listen to your knee because this knee should not be uncomfortable when you push back, okay? So the push is going to be nice and easy. We're opening it up, right, all the way up as far as we can go with comfort. Our knees are getting stronger as we work out, so this will probably get a little easier as you grow. Good. Bring it up. All right, now bring that leg around. Cross your ankles on the side of your chair. All right, relax. You're going to use the back of your chair for an easy twist. When you do that, you can push with your right hand and pull with your left. You have to do this really easy. This particular turn is not for everybody, so you might want to just kind of do a little easy twist. You might even just sit here and do it this way. Nice, easy twist. All right, now bring it around to the front. All right, we're going to open our legs again. What I want you to do now is I want you to lean into it, but now I want you to just kind of relax that right arm. All right, you're relaxing it down. Good, giving it some really good freedom there. I want you to swing it back and forth. All right, I want you to use the weight of your arm to get that arm swinging because I'm going to get you to relax as much as you can and use the weight of your arm to bring your arm to a stop, right? As soon as that stops, now I'm going to get you to make some circles. Okay, so get some big circles going. Good. Same thing. Try to relax as much as you can because now you're going to use the weight of your arm to bring it to a stop. When it stops, you're going to go the opposite way. So make some opposite circles. Good. When it comes to a stop right there, you're good. Go. I want you to go ahead and sit up. Go ahead and sit up. All right. Leaning in on the left, same thing. Bring it to the front and back. Good. Get it swinging. Nice and loose. All right. Try to relax and let the weight of your arm bring it to a stop. When it stops, make big circles. Good. You're going to do the same thing because when you relax, the weight of your arms should bring it to a stop. Good. Now go the opposite way. Good. Go ahead and relax. Shoulders up, back, and down. Good. I want you to now turn toward the left. Okay? When you do that, you're going to drop now your outer right leg. Okay? So now the idea is the same. You're comfortable in a lunge position. Chuck your knees. Put your hands on your front thigh. Hang on to the back of your chair and push back. Good. When you do that, you're opening it up here, but your knees have to be strong enough and ready to go back further. Okay. What is another thing to think about is when you're doing this type of thing, make sure you're not looking up, but you're looking forward. So the top of your head's kind of lining up all the way down your back, right? Like your spine. So you want to be careful with that. We don't want to put pressure on the back of our neck. Good. Bring it up. All right. Nice and easy. Bring that leg around. Cross your ankles on the side of your chair. Good. When you do that again, you're now going to turn to the back. You can now push a little bit on the left and pull on the right, but you want to be really easy. Good. All right. Go ahead and swing it around to the front. Good. Hopefully you have comfortable chairs or you're working that out at home. You want to make sure you have free movement, but I understand that we're not in class. So I think what we could focus toward is like card table chairs or that kind of thing. The chair I'm using is padded, so think about that too. If it's comfortable for you, go ahead and use the pad. But what I don't suggest is getting on a couch. You don't have usually enough support for that. So you may take that into consideration. All right, we're going to lean back in our chair, but now I want you to bring your hands up. Good. Now you're using the back of your chair. Bring your feet out a little bit because now you're going to reach back. So this is a chest extension, but now you're using the weight of your arms to open up your chest. All right, we want to keep those muscles in motion. Opening up as much as we can. Good. Now I want you to sit up. I want you to bring your arms to the front. Now we're getting on the runway. I want you to reach back. Keep your head up. Good. Now open it up. Take flight. Good. Bring it back again. Get on the runway. And back again. Good. Loosen up your shoulders. All right. So now what I want you to do is place your right hand on your lap and your left arm down. Okay. Now I want you to lengthen your neck. So make sure you're sitting up straight. Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to start lowering your right ear towards your shoulder. Good. When you do that, you're going to start feeling the outside of your neck probably hopefully open up. There's different ways to get more out of that, but I'm going to let you decide. Just lower your ear. Good. We don't want to put too much on that, but if you've been in my class, you'll understand that I suggest different ways to deepen or widen that stretch. You go ahead and do that safely. Good. Bring it up. All right. Now I want you to switch. So left hand up, right hand down. All right. Same thing, but now we're going to start lowering our right ear. Left ear. Excuse me. Left ear. Other left. All right. Good. All right. Nice and easy and relaxed. You want to get rid of that tension. Good. All right, now what I want you to do is just make a couple of rolls. So you're going to make, starting at the top, nice and easy rolls, nothing abrupt. We're going very nice and easy. Good. When you get back to the top, I want you to stop. Now I want you to make a circle going back the other direction. Good. When you get to the top, look forward again, because now I'm going to get you to look up and over your right shoulder. Nice and easy, just looking up and over your shoulder. Good, I want you to bring it back to the front and around, up and over your left shoulder. Good, bring it down. You're looking toward the front, relax your arms. Good, go ahead and bring them up. All right, now what I'm going to actually get you to do is I'm going to get you to reach from your right to your left shoulder, okay? You're hanging onto your shoulder, okay? When you bring your left hand around and put it on the back of your arm, essentially, what you're actually going to do here is you're going to pull that arm towards your shoulder. So you might be able to see it better this way. I'm pulling it toward the opposite shoulder. Good. What I like to say in class is once you've done that about 3 times, I want you to bring it up for the third try and I want you to brace it. So now you're bracing the back of that right arm, excuse me. And good. Let that right arm out. Roll it. All right. So now you're protecting your elbow, right? You're just kind of relaxing it to get a good stretch in the shoulder, opening up maybe the shoulder blade area. Good. But you're protecting that elbow too. Go ahead and make a fist. Squeeze and make a fist, but I also want you to squeeze your toes at the same time really hard and open them all up. So wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. Good. Again, squeeze and wiggle it all out. Good. Now I want you to reach out again. Good. All right, same thing, but now left to right. You're going to bring that arm around, hang on to the back. You're going to pull it this way. This has to be nice and easy. Listen to your shoulders. Good. Bring it up, nice and easy, not too hard. Good. Again, same thing. So now I'm on the third try. I'm going to go ahead and brace it and relax my left arm out. Okay, we're going to roll, working out those wrists again. Good. Now we're going to squeeze, make a fist, squeeze our toes, and roll them all out. Good. Squeeze, make a fist, and roll them all out. Good. Now I want you to bring your arms out. Okay. I'm going to get you to reach up toward the ceiling on your left, right, on your right. Your right. Now, be careful because you may not be able to reach that high. It might look more like this. But what I'm looking for you to do is touch the back of your neck if you can, right? So bring it as high as you can, touch the back of your neck. Good. I want you to bring this arm around. Good. Now what you're doing is you're actually pulling it into position. The idea is to stretch it out under your arm. Okay. Good. Once you've done that, some people are capable, but not everybody, of bringing the other arm around and holding on to the opposite elbow. When you do that, you can pull, get a deeper stretch. But if it feels uncomfortable in your shoulders, this is not for you, but this might be. So I want you to hang on to that. Okay, nice and easy. Bring it down. Good. Now bring it out. All right, same thing. Up on the left. Pat yourself again. Bring it around nice and easy. Listen to your shoulders. This side might be harder. Okay, so just be easy. If this is you, stay right here. If you want to bring it up and around, you can. Good. Kind of lean over just a little bit. Good. You're getting a stretch in. All right, bring it out. Good. Now I want you to shake your shoulders out. Good. All right, roll them back. Good. A couple of times around. We're just going to bring it back on the left. Good. Again, bring it up. Bring it back around. Palm up. Good. And out. Bring it back around. Good. Loosen that side up. Same thing on the other side. Bring it up. Good. And around. Good. Palm up. Good. And around. Good. Let's do that one more time. Up. And around. Good. All right. Now loosen up your shoulders. Here's what I want you to do. You do not have to move your chairs, just like I say that in class for instruction's sake. Move my chair up a little bit. So if you're at home, this is a great time to do it. I can't do it at home or on this chair, but you can use the bar of your chair or your stairs or your wall. So you've got a couple of options. If you don't or would prefer, all I want you to do is go ahead and step out on your left. Okay. When you do that, you're kind of in a lunge position, but what I want you to think about is keeping the heel and the back on the floor. So it's planted now. Don't hyperextend your knee, just relax. Good. That front knee, you can move into it, right? Now you're getting a calf stretch and you can come back up. You can bring it in and come back up. Good. I'm going to hold it for a moment. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to switch. Okay, so now you're going to work on the other side. Same thing. Try to keep that heel planted. Good. Loosen it up. Feels comfortable. Lean into it if you can. Good. Maybe back again. And maybe lean into it a little bit more. Say, okay, I think I can do more. Good. Last time, let's just lean into it and try to hold it there. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it up easy. Now, when you walk it in, I want you to roll one ankle at a time. I always like to say that because I used to say that in class and we got a kick out of it. You can only roll one ankle at a time. So I figured I'd do that to bring a smile to Miss Linda's face. And a couple of other people actually, but I think she's the one that called me out. Bring it up. Good roll. All right, now come to the front of your chair. Good. All right, now we're going to grab some deep breaths. If you're in my class, you know what we normally do to close the class. So I'm going to say, here we go. Nice deep breaths in through your nose. We're going to circle up into a prayer position and blow it all out of our mouths. Now we're going to do it again, all the way up. Good. And out. Good. Last time, and I say in for the win, Team Purple, all the way up. Put your hands together. Good. Bring it down in prayer position because we are thankful that you came to visit. Have a great day. Grab a water break. Don't forget to come back and do your workout routines.